Hello everyone, Ollie here from ℕ𝕚𝕚𝕚 and I'm here with ℕ𝕤𝕚𝕚.
Hello, people of the internet.
And today we are here to watch Predator Badlands, the latest, of course, film in the Predator franchise film series. If any of you are new here and unaware of how we structure our videos, we do our before thoughts first. In this instance today, for this review, we will be doing our quick impressions on the previous film entries in the franchise, but we won't be doing every single one of them because not both of us haven't watched every single one, but we'll obviously reiterate which ones we have and haven't watched. So ℕ𝕚𝕚's going to go first with his before thoughts, his initial impressions on the other ones that he's watched, and then he'll go into his before thoughts on Predator Badlands. So yeah, I'm going to pass on to ℕ𝕚𝕚.
Now, in terms of my thoughts about the Predator saga so far, I can already just say that you and I all know that the first one is the best one because it's the only thing that understands its own source material. Because the first one is iconic, obviously. I don't have to explain why. So on my Letterboxd, I gave it an 8 out of 10 for because I did have some small issues with it sometimes here and there. I won't go into too much detail about it. And then there's the second one where basically it's slightly different. So instead of taking place in a jungle and all that, it takes place in a city where a detective is searching for the Predator. Gotta be careful how I reiterate that. I'm gonna put that in my letterbox. Anyway, I didn't have that many strong feelings towards the second one. I thought it was just fine. I didn't have that much strong feelings towards it. It didn't really exceed the first film. Obviously, I thought it was just they made it slightly weaker. I get the angle they were trying to go for, and it's very creative and all. And then I've not watched Prey and
Predators.
Predators.
The third one,
Yeah, I've not watched those two, but I did watch the Aliens vs Predator film. It gave me a lot of Freddy vs Jason vibes a lot, because I think that was the era where they did villain versus villain, didn't they? Was it? Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember.
It actually might have been Freddy vs Jason first.
Right, and then
AVP. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me they just ripped each other off?
Oh,
Bruh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Bruh. Jesus. Anyway, and then I've watched the 2018 version, the remake. It's fucking awful. I do not recommend any fans of the Predator franchise to watch that one, because you will not like it. Because it just goes against the original lore of what the films before that were about. Because
you can elaborate it more in the ranking, because we said we were going to try and just briefly breeze through these, and then when we rank them, we can explain why they're in this placement. So
that makes sense. Yeah, and then that's pretty much it. I hadn't watched that many Predator films, to be honest. I just decided to come and watch this one because why not? It's just another Predator film I want to watch with Ollie.
So, before thoughts on Badlands?
I don't have that many before thoughts, to be honest, because I don't think I've saw the trailer, and I didn't think I was really that deep dive into that, to be honest.
Right.
I just wanted to come in because I just need to get out the house, to be honest, and just do something with you. Just touch grass.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that's all I got to say. Moving on to you.
So you don't know anything at all about this film?
No.
You don't? Oh,
No. All I know is that there's a woman teaming up with a predator. That's it.
Okay, interesting. Cool. Okay, so my thoughts on the previous, my brief thoughts on the previous entries in the franchise. So obviously the original Predator with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Carl Weathers, I think. Yeah, I mean, of course, it's a classic. I don't love it as much as a lot of people do. I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm just saying that I like it, but I don't love it on the on the same level as most people do, most fans of the Predator franchise. Obviously, it's quite fun. Obviously, great one-liners, especially from Arnold, of course. Get to the chopper!
Get to the chopper!
Stick around.
Stick around.
Like all those ones. I mean, I didn't revisit it for this film because my main priority was to try and watch all the films that I hadn't watched up to that point. I was hoping to watch them all, but I didn't have time. So the only ones I haven't watched is the 2 AVP films, the Alien vs Predator films. So I'm only including the kind of Predator well, not standalone, but all the solo Predator films, if you will, if you want to say that. So yeah, so the original Predator, the first one with Arnold and Carl. Yeah, I mean, it's a classic. I mean, there's not really much at all you can say, like what NerdTube said. So moving on to Predator 2. I gotta say, I'm not really a fan of that one that much. I didn't find the police detective story very interesting. I think Bill Paxton, who plays one of the cops who ends up joining the team later on in the film, he's quite funny. I mean, he was in Aliens, the second Alien film, and he's hilarious in that.
Stop your grinning and drop your linen.
So him being in this was, I mean, it was definitely a little bit more bearable having him in it. But I thought Danny Glover, who's the main guy, the main cop in the film that we follow, he's okay, but the main story itself just wasn't that very interesting to me. I prefer personally, which I'll probably bring up later on, especially when we watch the film afterwards, I prefer the Predator in its own habitat in the jungle rather than urban cities and stuff. I just prefer that setting for all the Predator films. So yeah, Predator 2 I'm not as fond as much, but I'll talk about it more after the film when we rank them together. Predators with Adrian Brody and Topher Grace, who plays Venom in Spider-Man 3. He's a character in it as well. He's quite funny actually. And there was a couple of Lawrence Fishburne, he's Morpheus in The Matrix, of course. He was good in it. He has a brief role in it as well, but the film itself was definitely more interesting to me than Predator 2. I mean, I recommend you watch it as well when you get the chance, because it's set. I'll set the stage. I won't go into too much detail, but it's set on an alien planet, and they're dropped in. They don't really know what happened. All they know is when they've been dropped on the planet, and it's kind of like Jumanji in a way, where they're in this jungle and they're all together, and then they start, pointing guns at each other. Oh, who the fuck are you and stuff. So it's kind of fun. It's okay. It's not amazing by any means, but it's definitely better than Predator 2 in my opinion. So then we have the Predator. Fuck me in the arse. I was aware that this film wasn't received very well by many of the fans of the franchise, and I see why. Like, there's a lot of problems with the film. Like, there was a lot of reshoots. There's some continuity issues in the film which I noticed. I was like, why? There's things that people say which I'll talk about it later on when we rank it, but I just thought there were a lot of continuity issues. The script was a bit the characters weren't very good, especially the loonies, the gang, like fucking Keegan-Michael Key, the bald guy that's just making a joke every fucking 2 seconds, which is just your mama jokes. I'm just like, dude, why? It's like, I think one of them, when I saw the trailer, I think it was like, he said,
if your mom's vagina were a video game, it'd be rated E for everyone.
I was just like, fuck, like, really? I was like, why? Just like stupid ass jokes. It's supposed to be scared, like, I mean, it's not full on horror film, the original Predator, but it's certainly got horror elements, like the Terminator, because I'm mentioning Arnold, but it has definitely horror elements in the film, like the suspense of like where the Predator is, because he's camouflaged. Fun fact from NerdTube.
Fun fact, the 2018 Predator film was apparently made by the dude, the comic relief, the guy who made the jokes in the first Predator film. That was directed by him, believe it or not.
Yes, I did know that, but yeah, Shane Black, yeah, the guy with the glasses, makes the pussy jokes, which makes sense, because there's a lot of pussy jokes in this film, especially I'll talk about more later, but anyway, the Predator, what's next? Prey, because I haven't watched the AVP film, but Prey. I really like Prey. Up to that point, I'd only watched the original Predator. I hadn't watched the other sequels. But yeah, I really like Prey. I'll get into more thoughts on that when we come out of the film, because I'd like to talk about it in the ranking. But I absolutely love Prey. I say it was a big surprise. My dad watched it, and it was one of those films that he kept telling me to watch because it's so good. And he said he preferred it over the original Predator, so I was like, oh, interesting. So I watched it myself, and I mean, I'll talk about more my thoughts on the film later on, and where it places in the ranking of the other films. But I really did like Prey. I liked the setting, the fact that it wasn't these massive soldiers, it was this tribe, this woman trying to prove herself worthy to the tribe that she lives with. I just found it very interesting. So Prey is awesome, and then I think Predator Killer of Killers, the animated film that's on Disney Plus, is also quite interesting because, funnily enough, I watched Killer of Killers this morning alongside the Predator. So after the Predator, I was miserable as hell. So it was quite hard to try and get into the mood of watching that film, because I was looking forward to it because it was an anthology film. It was actually an anthology of like 3 or 4 films in one, which is obviously what an anthology film is, for people that don't know. So that was a very interesting film. I mean, I wish I'd watched it another day, not just after watching The Predator, which was miserable. But yeah, I really liked Killer of Killers, and I'll talk about it more later, of course. But I was pleasantly surprised by that as well. So yeah, that's my quick thoughts on the previous Predator films coming to Badlands. So moving into Badlands, my before thoughts. I've gotten more and more excited the closer this came out, because I really like Elle Fanning, the girl that you mentioned, the blonde one, who's actually a synth, who's an android. She's an android, like the one in Alien, you know, like Ian Holmes' character in Alien. So she's a synth or an android in this. I won't say much more, because again, Nerdtube hasn't seen any of the trailers, which I'm kind of glad he hasn't, because he's going to be surprised with hopefully some of the stuff that they show in the film, which they have some done in the trailer. They revealed some things, which is a bit irritating, but you know, that's how they have to advertise things. So yeah, I'm really excited for this. I like Elle Fanning. She's great in a couple of other projects that I've seen her in. Yeah, the main Predator, the actor, I've never heard of him before. I've forgotten his name on the top of my head, but yeah, it looks quite good. I mean, my initial thoughts on the look of him was a bit strange, but there's a reason for why he looks the way he does. So obviously I'm not going to judge until I watch the film and see how they explain it. Yeah, so obviously the film is obviously directed by the same guy who did Prey, which again I really liked. So it's cool that he had came back to do Badlands. He also directed the Killer of Killers animated film as well. So he's done 3 Predator projects now. So I've heard nothing but great things about this film, but I'm really looking forward to it. So yeah, I think that's it. So yeah, okay, so that's our initial thoughts on the other films, and also before thoughts on Badlands. Like I said, I'm really looking forward to this, and remind us again of how you're feeling coming into this.
Mixed.
Mixed. Yeah, so I think that's about it. All we have to do is go in and watch the film, and then of course give you our afterthoughts on the film, and then we'll hopefully have time to rank the films that we've seen, the ones that we've already mentioned, and yeah, hopefully you'll come out really enjoying it. Again, I heard really good things. A lot of the fans really like this. You know, you get the occasional people that are like, oh, it's whatever, a bit shit, but not every single person loves everything. So I'm just hoping we're the ones that do end up coming out liking it. So yeah, we'll see you when we come out. So yeah, roll the preview.
Good luck with your journey.
Okay, so we are out, and I'm going to go first with my afterthoughts on the film, and then obviously I'll do my ranking of all the films that I've watched thus far. Overall, yeah, I had a good time. I will say I didn't enjoy it as much as I was hoping I would, but I still enjoyed it nonetheless. Yeah, yeah, I mean, I'll go with the positives, of course, as I always do. I mean, I think the way it was shot was really good, really dynamic, and I thought it was, beautifully. Just thought it was beautifully shot, as was with Prey, because obviously Dan Thatchenberg, I think his name is, who directed this film as well. It shows that he carried it on with the way he shot the film, and it was very good, very dynamic. I thought, I don't know, I keep forgetting the guy's name who plays the Predator in this, Deck, but he was great as well. Tell you what, I'm just going to go through everything. I'm not going to bother with positive, mixed, negative in order. I'm just going to go with what on top of my head, because, with usually when I come out of the cinema, I'm just all over the place. So, for once, I'm probably just going to go all over the bat. So, I like the guy who plays Deck, the Predator, in this. I like his... I won't say too much into spoilers, because Dusty might be watching this, and if he's going to be watching, I don't want him to be spoiled, because I recommend this to you, Dusty. And to others, of course, as well, that are watching. Yeah, his side of the story, which is obviously kind of, he's the driving story of the film. Him and his family, well, when I say family, his father and his brother. Won't get too much into that because of spoilers, but the way they played it out was really good and interesting. Elle Fanning, to begin with, she was quite irritating, to be honest with you, which is a shame, because I really like Elle Fanning, and she's not like that in real life. It's just the way her character was. But luckily, she did get better throughout the film, especially when she got her legs back, because her synth doesn't have any legs, and you obviously get the explanation of why she doesn't have her legs back. But she eventually gets them back, and until she gets them. She gets better, she gets less annoying, which is good, because, again, I like Elle Fanning. But yeah, she was great. What else? The way it was shot, I thought their dynamic got better as the film went on. I thought it was great. Oh, the monkey. The monkey was great as well. She did name it. I can't remember what she named it, huh? Bud. Bud. Okay. Bud. Easy name.
Yep.
Yeah, I did ask you first. I was like, what'd she call it? I was like, I don't remember. So they must have said it again, which I must not picked up. But yeah, thanks for reminding me. Bud, the monkey, was great. He was funny. Yeah, I won't spoil the moments, but yeah, there was one particular moment near the beginning. It was quite funny. Well, when I say the beginning, I mean the beginning of when we kind of first meet him. But Bud was funny. I think I'm trying to think of what else that's outstanding. I think because Elle Fanning plays two synthetics.
Thea and Tessa.
Thank you for reminding me. Thea and Tessa. Thea is the one that we mainly follow, the one that has no legs, and that's with Deck. And then Tessa is the kind of the villain role of the film, the main antagonist, which was cool as well. I mean, I knew that going into it, but obviously I didn't want to say it before the film because NerdTube didn't know, so that was one of the things I didn't want to talk about at the beginning. But yeah, I'm interested to hear your thoughts on that side of it. Yeah, so Thea and Tessa, their dynamic as well as sisters, I guess, was interesting. What else? I can't think of anything else off the top of my head. So I said it looks, the way it was shot was really good. The characters were pretty damn good as well. Yeah. My only negatives, my main negative, I guess, was well, actually, I'll go with my mixed now. I'd say that I think some people might be turned off by this because it's not like the original Predator in the sense that it's horror. There's not really many horror elements. It's more action adventure Predator, and I think it would have been cooler if there were some horror elements in it, which is why it's a mixed and not a negative. Yeah, I think it would have benefited a little bit if it had a little bit of horror, at least for me anyway. I like horror, so yeah. But yeah, that's my only mixed, and then my only negative, which was going to be Elle Fanning, which, again, by the end, she got better. But I will say, the beginning of when we first see her, she was a bit irritating, but, you know, she's the comic relief, which I kind of did go in knowing that, so, you know. But she got she got better after a while. That would have been, I think that was my only negative, I think, coming out of this. I couldn't think of anything else. So I'm going to give this a 8 out of 10. I thought it was decent, pretty decent. Yeah, so I'm going to move on now to my ranking of all the films. So my least favourite is The Predator, no surprise there. It was dog shit, in my opinion. I just didn't like the characters really in the film. I just didn't really grow with them. I just wasn't very fond of them. They're especially the gang members as well, the loonies or whatever the fuck they're called. Yeah, I just didn't like them really at all. The story was it just wasn't my bag. So Predator's my least favourite. Next is Predator 2. Again, wasn't a fan of the police detective story side of it. So I just, the only thing again was Bill Paxton that really I liked in the film. Next, I think it was Predators, I think, which was the one with Adrian Brody, the third Predator film. I liked the, I might actually double check because I don't want to look like an idiot. Then it'll be number 5, Predators. So yeah, I've already said that. So I liked the concept of it. I mean, not everything went smoothly, but I thought it was alright. My number 4 would be Predator Killer of Killers, the animated one. Just thought I liked the anthology side of it. I liked that it had separate stories. I liked that it was each 3 of the stories were set in different time periods. Again, I won't spoil it too much because I want Nerdtube and Dusty to watch it, so I won't spoil too much. And for people that are watching, then I would say Predator Badlands. I would say is my number 3. I mean, I've already said my reasons why. I liked the cinematography. I liked most of the characters, the story as well, with Deck and the father and the brother story, and I partly liked Thea, right? Thea? It's Thea. She got better after a while. So yeah, Predator Badlands is my number 3. My number 2, Predator, the original, of course, it's great. Then my number 1 is Prey. I was just really surprised by how much I liked it. Again, I like the tribe. I like that it wasn't just soldiers going out there trying to hunt the predator. I like that it was a tribe, and the stakes were kind of higher because she was more at risk, the character. I think that's it. I don't really have much else to add on to that. So yeah, Predator Badlands for me is an 8 out of 10, 4-star. Yeah, I mean, I do recommend the film to Predator fans. Again, I will let you guys know that this is more action adventure side of things, more than horror. So if you're looking for horror, then you might be a little bit disappointed, but I still had a fun time regardless. So yeah, that's it for me. I'm going to pass on to Nerdtube.
Right, now, I was surprised by this film because I think that is because I had very low expectations. I didn't know what I was going to get into the film, so I think that was really good. I think that's why I mostly become disappointed in films these days, is because I'm always expecting something. But as for this film, yeah, I would say this is a good film. It is a good film. Now, I really loved that we've gone from the Predator being the antagonist of the film to being the protagonist. I thought that was a very interesting road to take. And I really loved how they opened up the film to what was going on, why it was going on, how did it happen, why did it happen, what is his goals, why is he going after this. And I really got to care about the character. And then there was Thea. Like, she, don't get me wrong, like, she reminded me of Dory from the Finding Nemo films. Like, she starts out annoying, and then gets a bit more likable as the film progresses. And then there's Bud. He's cute, man. He is my boy. I would love to have him as my buddy, my side buddy. And I really love the cinematography in this film, especially the landscape shots. They look beautiful. And then there's the soundtrack. it gave me a lot of Dune vibes. Like I could hear it in the vocals and the drums and the violins and the drums. And then do you know, like, you have a villain you love to hate? Mine is Tessa. I hated that bitch. Like, in a good way. Like, if you can have a villain you love to hate in a film, in your story, you're doing a good job.
And the dad as well.
Oh, yeah. He was a bastard. Now, onto the mixed. Now, I have a lot of mixed feelings when it comes to, like, the comedy. It's like, it was very hit or miss, especially with Fia at the very beginning. I just thought, I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, are they going to do the quirky girl again in this? But then it surprised me as she progressed in the film, because, like I said, she is similar to Dory in a sense. And I think as for my negatives... Right, I gotta think about what my negatives were now. Fucking hell. I think my negatives... I think I'm gonna have to say, like, the beginning with Fia at the very beginning. Because, like, she is annoying as fuck. And I mean, like, Deadpool kind of annoying. It's just like... I felt like I could understand how Wolverine felt when he was, like, around Deadpool's presence in Deadpool and Wolverine. I just wanted to go up to her face and, like, tell her to shut the fuck up. Alright, now, on to the ranking for me. Now, I think as for, obviously, I can agree with Ollie that, I think it was called The Predator, was it?
The Predator.
The Predator remake, for obvious reasons, and especially my greatest concern was apparently claiming autism is a superpower. Okay, as a person, myself, diagnosed with autism, I am telling you now, autism is not a superpower. It is not the next generation in human evolution. That is bullshit. It's just a different understanding of how people view the world. That's all autism is. And then, like, the side characters are annoying as fuck. I do not give a shit about the protagonist at all. The comedy is absolute dog water, up to the point where it reduces itself to your mama jokes. Alright, so as for fourth place, we'll have to go to Predator 2. It's whatever. I have the same feelings as Ollie does, pretty much. And then as for number 3, Aliens vs Predator, it's not a bad showdown by no means. I thought it was a good 7 out of 10 on AVP. And then there's second place goes to Badlands. Now, don't get me wrong, it is a good film, but I don't think it was as strong as my number 1 placement, which is Predator. I love that movie. It is that one's an 8 out of 10. As much as I had so much fun with this one, I love the original more.
Oh yeah, what did you give? Did you rate this one?
No, I didn't rate this one yet.
Oh.
So, like, as for this one, I will give this film 7.5 out of 10. So it's not a bad score. It is still a good movie, but it still has its problems.
Alright, so that's it. Yeah, so I'd say we had an enjoyable time overall.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, so that's it from us, I think. There's nothing really much to add on, so I give it an 8 out of 10. No, to give it a 7.5 out of 10. So we both had a good time. Yeah. I recommend the film, as I've said. Do you recommend it?
Yeah, I definitely, honestly. Yeah, go watch it. Take your friends with you. Just even tie them up and drag them with you if you have to. Go watch it. Go watch it now.
Yeah, do that. So, yeah. I think that's about it, guys. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you watched Predator Badlands, and tell us what you think in the comments below. And yeah, what would you rate it out of 10? Were you a fan of it? Did you not like it that much? Let us know. So thanks for watching, guys, and we will see you in whatever video it will be next. I don't know what it'll be. You want to watch The Running Man, don't you? Fuck yeah. The new Edgar Wright film, but we'll try and make time to do that, but, you know, no guarantees, but we'll try our best to try and do that. But if it's not that, then we'll see you whenever it will be. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you then.
Sayonara.
Cheers.